If you're taking your microeconomics final exam next week and feel like you're about to fail it, I'm a tutor and these are the most important graphs that you need to know how to solve for. And before we get started here, if you need me to walk you through this entire class in a few hours and get you from absolutely screwed to actually understanding this class and being able to pass, go check out my microeconomics cram kit in my bio. I've packed it with all 95 core concepts in microeconomics and over 150 must-know practice problems so that you're ready to apply them onto your exam. All right, so with that being said, if we've got a supply and demand graph like this, here is the equilibrium point, resulting in this equilibrium price. And to find consumer surplus, that's just going to be this triangle up here, and then this triangle right here is producer surplus. All right, now what if a tax gets instituted in this market? Well, that's going to shift the equilibrium point up to here. So now we're selling the good at a higher price, and we're selling less units. Because we used to be selling this many at Q star. So now consumers are only receiving this triangle of consumer surplus, and then this triangle right here will be the producer surplus. And this rectangle right here is the tax revenue. Because for each of these units sold with the tax, we're charging this vertical height in tax per unit, equating to this rectangle right here. So this is tax revenue. And then this is going to be deadweight loss right here. Because this used to exist as surplus without the tax, when the triangles simply were consumer surplus and producer surplus. But now with the tax and this restriction in market output, the surplus that used to exist here evaporates. If you're ever asked to assess the elasticity of a demand or supply curve, the more vertical one is going to be more inelastic. The perfect 45-degree angle one is unit elastic, and the more horizontal one is elastic. If you're facing a PPF problem, remember if the point lies along the PPF, that's an efficient point of output. If it's within the PPF, that's inefficient. We got more gas left in the tank to output more units of the good. And if it's beyond the PPF, that is unattainable. We're eventually going to have to pull back our output to rest along the PPF. If we're working with a price floor in a given market, we'll put one right here. Pinpoint the first curve it hits and draw a line down here. Because this is going to be the consumer surplus with price floor. This trapezoid right here is going to be the producer surplus with price floor. And then this right here is going to be deadweight loss. With the price ceiling, this is going to be flipped. Remember, pinpoint the first curve it hits. Draw the line. This is going to be the producer surplus triangle. This is the consumer. And this right here is the deadweight loss. And whenever you got a price control problem, make sure to double check that it's binding. If you got an exports type problem with the world price occurring right here, consumers are demanding this many units, meaning that this triangle right here will be consumer surplus, and producers are supplying this many units, meaning that their producer surplus will be this entire triangle. This rectangle right here being the net gain from trade. The same goes, but flipped if we're working with imports. Like the world price would occur right here, meaning that producers are outputting this many units, resulting in this triangle of producer surplus. But consumers are demanding this many units, resulting in consumer surplus of this bigger triangle right here, with this triangle right here being the net gain from trade.